So I'm seeing Twitter, and they're going crazy about all these ESPN player rankings, and I usually don't enjoy ranking players just because I'm pretty sure it is pretty hard, pretty difficult to rank players, based on many different variables such as their positions, their play styles, what teams they're on, the usage percentage they have on a team. Like, it's all based on that. So that's why I usually don't really like ranking players, but why not? We'll do a live reaction to some of these, see if some of these pop into my head while I'm going through these. So Keegan Murray, they have him better than Seth and Kevin Love. That's cool, I guess. Ooh, Anthony Simons over D'Angelo Russell. That one's interesting. But I definitely think Anthony Simons can get to that level. Paulo Banchero over Aaron Gordon and Valanciunas. Interesting. And even Jordan Clarkson. I mean, he could. He definitely could. Don't get me wrong. Ben Simmons at number 76. His 2021 NBA rank was 28. I'm not going to lie to you. I definitely think that's going to definitely go into at least the top 50, potentially top 40. I do think he's going to be good once he comes back. I just think everybody's forgotten how good he can be. Obviously, the shooting's a thing, but I'd like to think he's going to break into that top 50, top 40 even. Porter Jr. over John Collins. Very interesting. Even with his injury still, that's interesting. Westbrook at 65. Yikes, he was 29 last year. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, Jerami Grant's over him. Let's see, RJ's over him. I kind of like seeing that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I kind of do like seeing RJ up there. Jalen Green. Wow. Tyler Hero. Kyle Lowry. They got Vucevic over Rob Williams. I mean, I get the offense, but even last year, his offense did kind of dip down, especially with his percentages. But obviously, Rob Williams' defense is a major key. But then again, his injuries are also a burden on him. Jordan Poole over Tobias? I kind of like that. Is it the Tobias Warriors fan in me? Maybe, but I like that. That's interesting. Jaren Fox over Jordan Poole, I agree with. Jaren Jackson, I agree with. Jared Allen, yeah. DeAndre Ayton, yeah, I agree with that. They have Jamal Murray over a lot of these guys. I'm very excited to see him come back and see what he can do for that Nuggets team. They got Tyrese Maxey over CJ McCollum and Darius Garland. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't think I agree with that at all, but Zion at 40. He was 23 last year. Wow, they have Wiggins over Kyrie. I mean, that playoff run he had was intense, both on the offensive side and defensive side. This is very interesting right here. I don't agree with this, and I'm a Warriors fan. I definitely do not agree with that. They've got Siakam over Chris Middleton. Okay. I'm interested in that one. They have Drew Holiday over Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Maybe it's because of his defense, and he's pretty efficient when it comes to shooting. But that is also interesting. So they have Anthony Edwards better than Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. That one I don't know if I can agree or disagree with. Jalen is a top 25 player. I like seeing that. Trae Young over Jimmy. I guess when it comes to the scoring and playmaking, but then again, Jimmy is a fantastic playmaker. Kicks it up a notch during the regular season. During the playoffs. Dame at 14. Wow. I mean, fully healthy, yeah, he's essentially the second best point guard in the league. So cracking into the top 10, Devin Booker at number 10. That one, I guess I can agree with. Yeah. I mean, would you say he's better than Cat? Would you say he's better than, I don't know, Paul George? Would you say he's better than Jimmy? I guess that's what ESPN's saying, obviously. Number 9, Ja. I'm glad he cracked into the top 10. He was 31 and he's cracked into the top 10. Kevin Durant at 8. He was number 1 last year. Yikes, he definitely... I mean, it was definitely because of that Boston series. Just Boston knew how to defend him and Kyrie. And he was injured a good amount, but we'll see how Brooklyn performs, and then that'll probably help KD's case. Tatum at 7. They have Tatum over KD. I kind of like that. I mean, Tatum did have a phenomenal playoff run. Finals, they were the finals, obviously. He struggled a little bit when it came to turning the ball over and taking a good shot instead of a bad shot. But then again, he killed KD. So, like, I mean, that whole Boston team killed KD and Kyrie. And he was the leader of that whole playoff run. So, I'm okay with that. LeBron at 6? Okay. He was 3 last year. I mean, he did miss the playoffs again. Like, what is that? That's twice in his Lakers career. That's twice now. While he barely missed it, like, the first 15, 16 years or whatever it was. So, number 5, we got my boy. We got Steph at number 5. Interesting. What was he last year? Was he also number... Oh, he was number 5. That one's kind of interesting to me. I don't know if it's biased, but we'll see who's above him. For Joel Embiid, Joel is that man, bro. Like, when it comes to winning, I think Steph should be over Joel, obviously. When it comes to being who's a better player, I don't know. Like, that is interesting. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Joel being over Steph. I don't like that. I really don't. Maybe it's a little biased, but we'll see. Luka over Steph, okay. I can see that a little bit more. Even though the Warriors beat him in the Mavericks in 5 games, Wiggins was playing great defense on Luka. Good enough defense to win that series in 5. So I don't. Then again, he can average a 30-point triple-double probably. That's the thing. Steph can't, but at least Steph can win. I don't know. I don't like that one either. I won't, I actually wouldn't disagree with you. If you told me Luka was better than Steph, I wouldn't argue with you about it, honestly. I don't know. I think I'd put Steph over Luka, but that just might be a biased Warriors fan. I don't know. Jokic, okay. Yeah. Jokic is he's a generational talent as well, dude. Like, and especially how unique he is as a player. Like, I think he's the most unique NBA player right now. Just for his size, and he's not the most athletic guy. He doesn't move that fast. But the way he just play makes, he creates shots for himself or others. Not dribble wise, but just posting up and finding targets with off-ball movements. Michael Malone definitely has utilized Jokic in a phenomenal way, and the role players as well. That's why Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. coming back to that squad is going to be very, very fun to watch. Number 1, they have Giannis. Yeah, he's a cheat code. He could just go on the court, go from one side to the other in like 5 steps. 6'11", huge wingspan, just can do anything. And, even last year, he was starting to be a little bit more confident shooting threes. Even though he might not shoot them at a good clip, confidence, I think it's scarier. There were a couple of question marks in there, I think. Maybe a couple interesting ones. Overall, it was okay.